that said the European Union has already developed a global digital passport.
During a prophetic shift session on Facebook with our global prophet, Prophet Abel Boma on November 2022 spoke about a one-word passport that will be said that would be implemented. Here is the prophecy. Watch and share.
The Lord said in 2023, there shall be an implementation of one passport around the European world. The European nations will come out with a one passport. They will say, let us have a one passport. And the world will come to say, no, let us have one passport. And through this passport, they will have a chip that you will not walk with a physical passport, that chip will be a passport, that the chip will go into your details of your passport, of your bank account, of your daily activities, or your doctor's report. Everything will be on that chip. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. And pray.
That said the European Union has already developed a global digital passport that would regulate the ability of people to take transportation, and it would also regulate our health issues. That global digital passport, which essentially would be a QR code on your mobile phone, an individual would have to be in compliance with the mandates of the World Health Organization in order to be able to travel, in order to be able to move about. So this was announced on Monday. They didn't wait to pass amendments or pass a global treaty. They announced that the World Health Organization is adopting what Europe came up with that already covers 80 countries out of the 194. The question is, when will the United States go into this system? Because this is how you enforce global government, through this global digital passport. It is a reality. And Monday it was announced that the WHO will take over the European digital passport. And they also stated this will be the first building block, presumably merging digital currency, digital health records. Our entire life will eventually be merged onto this digital QR code. And they said the effective date is June of 2023. In other words, right now, this global digital passport is effective now.
Yeah. As we sit and record this program today for our prophetic perspective, it's June 7th, Wednesday, but obviously just this week on June 5th, you were talking about the release of this information. You just came from Geneva, Switzerland. We recognize the threats that are multiplying. The sad reality is our own media in this country has ignored this huge story that has grave implications for Americans and people around the world. And you think, what are they fixated on and focusing on? I think they actually are trying to distract us from things of great importance with things that are more trivial, because again, this global passport is going to have tremendous ramifications. I actually experienced a little bit of that when I would try to fly to Canada during COVID, and boy, I tell you what, the regulations and the headache factor, even just going to Canada, was off the charts, and that's going to be multiplied many times.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. And I think our lives, it won't be a year from now. Our lives will be completely upended, absent a miracle or an intervening hand from the Lord. We're looking at less than a year at this point of having this full digital passport enforced and actually out in play for everyone in the world. So it's envisioned, it's created, it's a matter of getting everyone on board. And when you look at the 307 proposed amendments to the international health rules and the global pandemic treaty, both of them mandate compliance by member states. They talk about how they mandate compliance, but they also talk about how they have committees to stop anybody from talking about this. And it's really shocking when you think the mainstream media hasn't talked about this, the cable media hasn't, the social media hasn't been talking about this, and yet through alternative media sources like yourselves, really more than half of the people don't trust the system. They know something about this just through alternative media. That's why the global amendments and the pandemic treaty envision shutting down even alternative media. Everyone has to be in compliance with the message given out by global government. And that will be within the year that they'll start on these restrictions on speech. And so that's why use our speech as long as we can.
Right. You know, the
prophecies, our Father in the Lord, Abel Prophet has spoken in the name of the Lord. We have seen it come to pass one after the other, just as it is written in the book of 1 Samuel 3:19. Subscribe to our channel for more notifications each time the video is uploaded.
Boma. Subscribe to my YouTube channel by Prophet Abel Boma. Subscribe and follow me on social media and which is YouTube. Thank you so much for your support. Keep sharing our posts. I want to say thank you. You can support